Hey guys, it's been a while. I feel like all the videos I make, I always start off with "It's been a while" or "Sorry for not continuing to update," but this time I'm actually going to do an actual video instead of an apology of what's been taking me forever to update and do another vlog video. So today I think I was just going to talk about like clinical wise. Last time in my other video, I talked about nursing home clinicals and how that turned out to be. And so this one I thought I'd cut it into two different parts and try to go as quickly as possible, going over mental health clinical and peds clinical. Now, peds clinical wasn't, I feel like I didn't get to do as much in that clinical except more observation. I ended up going to different facilities, like group health. Well, actually, most of the time I spent at group health. And then I went to a few schools and Boys and Girls Club to, spend time with the children, elementary school children, and to talk with them and get to know them on a growth and development level and interview them and how their status is at home. And it was really rewarding because it made me see kids in a different light. Before I wasn't really much into kids, and I don't know if it's just because I'm maturing and getting older and getting to that stage where you find babies and kids cute and you just want to take care of them and have that maternal instinct. But I started to enjoy spending time with kids, and with growth and development, you actually see the different characteristics of each. What's it called? Like, for example, Erickson, what he says about children, and you just see all those characteristics that you learn in growth and development, but you're like, oh, I'm not going to use that, but then you actually see it in reality when you actually working with children and talk to them. And usually when you talk to school children, if you talk to them normally and are real with them, they will talk, have a conversation with you and they won't feel awkward with you. They're very approachable. I notice. And there are some kids that are a little bit more rowdy and out and about, but the majority of the time they're very interested because you're a different person in their what's it called, where they're at, and so they want to meet you, they want to get to know you, they find you interesting, so they'll talk to you. And usually children, they like the attention, so they like having someone talk to them. And there are some that are really shy and hard to approach, and if you play with them and actually spend time with them, they actually will open up to you. And I know some nursing students are mothers, so they understand this with their own kids. But me, having no experience, having had children, everything was foreign to me. I wasn't ever interested in taking care of kids. I always thought, they're kind of cute, like the babies were cute, toddlers are cute, with their mannerisms and stuff. But I never found it something that I found exciting to do, and but then going back and doing clinicals and peds for nursing school, it was rewarding because I had a better understanding on children. And I felt like I could relate to them more, and I wasn't as antsy or hateful towards children. Like, not like that. Not that I had hateful feelings towards children. It's just that I wasn't very patient with them, the crying or having tantrums. And I always thought all kids were like that, but they're not. And they just like the attention, and if you spend time with them, actually take time to talk to them, they like that, and they will talk to you and relate to you. And so peds, in the group health facilities where I went to, most of the time nursing students, we stood in the back, kind of were like wallflowers, and we're just observing while the doctor did his diagnoses and asked his questions, background history, did his whole assessment, and then that was the majority of the time what we did, and then we kind of sometimes talked to the doctors. And for me, when I did peds, I was a little bit intimidated by the doctors, but some doctors were actually approachable, and you didn't even have to ask questions or talk to them, and they would tell you what went on in when they were talking about this child. And like for example, I think I remember there was some sort of virus, and the doctor approached me and told me more about this virus and how to approach each family member and their children. And some of them were even nice enough to let me listen along, like they're listening and they hear something, they would include the nursing student and ask the family member ahead of time, is it okay if the student listens to this, blah, 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 blah. So that was rewarding as well. So I wouldn't say it was the worst clinical, it's just that we weren't able to work as many of our skills in it, and so it was very easy, I think. One of the easiest clinicals during nursing school. Same thing with mental health. Mental health, there's just a lot of disorders to memorize and a lot of ways that you have to learn to approach patients that are mentally challenged or are in this type of what's it called, field, or you have to have, I feel like you need that patience, and you need to have a way of therapeutically communicating correctly to these types of patients. You need to know how to make sure that you're safe as well and others around you are safe, and sometimes as well as the patient. But if you are putting yourself in harm, always put yourself first. And for me, I was a little nervous about mental health. To be honest, I did not know what to expect. Honestly, I thought mental health, the first thing that came to mind when I thought about mental health clinical was I thought, those movies where those people are mentally crazy and they're put in straight jackets, those white straight jackets, and they're violently screaming and going crazy, and then they have to take them down with medication and all of this madness. But I just went in with an open mind, and I remember going into preclinical really nervous, not knowing what to do when I was what's it called? I went in, and it's a very that the people know what they're doing because they have all these safety precautions, and there are all these experts. They've been through training, they've been through schooling, and they've been taught how to deal with patients with these disorders. And so you feel safe even if you are in the milieu. And I remember preclinical, I was scared. I just wanted to stay in the office and just get all the data I need from each of my patients and then just watch them from the windows and